making myself a promise that I will stay true to who I am and never compromise my values for anyone or anything else ever again.
There's no truer saying than this. You become like who you hang around. It's an energy thing. So you will acclimate to your environment. It's important where you go, who you hang out with. Choose people that inspire you, that push you, that cheer you on, because the people you surround yourself with, you'll become like them. Energy is contagious. Choose your friends wisely. Choose your places wisely. Surround yourself with people who make you want to become better, and your life will become better.
Don't give people a ride who won't push your car when you're out of gas.
But you won't know.
Oh, you'll know.
Loyalty
is
not tested when it's convenient for you.
Yes.
Loyalty is only tested when things are inconvenient for you.
Don't confuse loyalty for consistency. Just because they always around don't mean they loyal.
And I don't know who needs to hear this, but if I'm pushing you to do better, it's not to belittle you. It's not to make you feel less than a person. It's because I see more in you than you do yourself. And the friends who let you sit in the comfort of your bad habits, they do not love you as much as the ones who encourage you to do better for yourself.
If somebody's trying to tell you to get better, bro, don't take it as, oh, he's just coming for me. You feel what I'm saying? You better be lucky that you have somebody telling you to do better for yourself. Because most people will just watch you walk by and face yourself, right? And don't say nothing to you and just brush it off like it's okay. Like, bro, that is not okay, bro. There's nowhere in hell I'm gonna see my friend struggling. And I'm gonna be okay with that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? If I know my friend is capable of doing certain things, I'm gonna push him to do that. I'm not gonna see him walk by while I do good. Because what friend am I to watch another person just sit there and just detriment themselves the entire time? Like, it's crazy.
Not a friend.
Not a friend at all.
Friend out of me.
Is it cruel? Perhaps. But it is also necessary. Without this calling, without this constant pressure to improve, we would still be primitives huddling in caves, afraid of our own shadows. Conflict breeds innovation. War drives technological advancement faster than any period of peace ever could. The threat of destruction spurs us to the heights of creativity and ingenuity we never thought possible. But conflict is not merely external. The greatest battles, the most profound growth, comes from within. For this eternal strife, true self-knowledge is born. Only by facing our deepest fears, our most primal urges, can we truly understand ourselves and unlock our full potential. The path of conflict is not an easy one. It demands sacrifice. It requires us to shed our comfortable illusions, to stare unflinchingly into the abyss of our own nature. Many will falter, many will break, but those who emerge, those are the ones who will shape the destiny of galaxies. So I say to you now, cast aside the chains of false peace. Embrace the crucible of conflict. Seek out challenges. For it is only through struggle that we truly live. Only through conflict that we ascend to our rightful place among the stars. In the grand tapestry of the cosmos, it is not the placid pools that capture our attention, but the raging infernos. Be that inferno.
The person that challenged you to be uncomfortable is the person that loves you the most. But you've been told for many years that the person that loves you the most is the person that accepts you for who you are. How can I love you when I know there's more that you can do, but I don't push you? That can't be love, right? There's healthy ways of challenging. People need it. There are tons of people that don't see they can do more They've accepted their fate. So they only attach themselves to anybody that accept them for being who they are. But the reason why you lose it is because you accepted who you are.
Not making excuses for people who show you the same pattern every time. Patterns don't lie, words do. If someone keeps repeating the same hurtful behavior, it's not a mistake, it's their character. Believe what keeps happening, not what they keep promising.
When the hell is enough? Seriously. At some point, you've got to stop being addicted to your own suffering. Stop making excuses for people who keep showing you they don't respect you. Every time you tolerate the bare minimum, you tell yourself you're not worth the maximum. And let's be real, love that costs you your peace isn't love. It's a slow death of your spirit. Walking away, forget what people say. Walking away isn't weakness. It is the highest form of self-respect. It's saying, I'd rather walk into the unknown with my dignity than stay in the familiar and keep dying in pieces. Loneliness, that's not the enemy. The enemy is you betraying yourself just to keep someone else comfortable. Strength is not found in who you hold on to. Strength is found in the moment. In the moment you finally say, you know what? This version of me doesn't fucking settle here anymore.
She's literally not even there in the cabeza. She's really not. Oh, my bad, y'all don't know Spanish. In the head.
What the fuck are you talking about? I have been nothing but supportive. I've given you advice.
Advice I never fucking asked for.
I never fucking asked for it. It's crazy how one sentence can rewrite an entire relationship because you didn't give your support to be thanked. You did it because that's who you are. Someone who gives without being asked. Someone who shows up even when they don't deserve it. But that line exposes everything. It shows you they never understood the love you poured in, never noticed how you were holding them together while quietly falling apart yourself. They didn't see that every "Are you okay?" came from genuine worry, not obligation. And when they say they never asked for it, what they're really saying is they were never ready for someone who loves that deeply. But one day, they'll remember the support, the presence, the softness you carried in your chest. And they'll realize too late they pushed away the one person who would have never let them face life alone.
She's not the woman who lets you keep making the same mistakes, or who ignores the bad choices that you're making. She's the one who challenges you, who holds both herself and you to a higher standard. She'll call you out when you're wrong, but only because she wants to see you grow and become the best version of yourself. She's the kind of woman who prays for you when she knows that you're struggling, cheers for you when you succeed, and stays by your side as you work on yourself to be better. She's patient, but firm, kind, but strong, and she loves deeply. She pushes you to rise above and live with purpose because that's just who she is. A woman who truly cares.
You know what's so funny? Every woman wants a good man until the good man actually comes along, and then he has boundaries, self-respect for himself, and certain things that he expects from the woman and wants her to do, and certain things he doesn't want her to do. And all of a sudden he goes from being a good man to a narcissistic piece of you-know-what, when actually he's just a good man, and you're either not a good woman or you're just not ready for a good man. Because if you're looking for a good man, you're gonna have to go through some changes in order to be able to be with him, because he will challenge you to do better.
How do I increase my self-worth?
Oof. This is it. This is it. The fact that you asked this question tells me that you're on your path. Because your self-worth was your ceiling. You will never, ever, ever, ever go higher than your level of self-worth. Your earning potential, you're never going to make more than what you believe you're worthy of. You'll never be in a relationship that's better than what you think you're worthy of. You'll never eat foods that you feel as though are less worthy than what you are. Everything will meet right at the level of your self-worth. So this is what people don't realize. For me to increase the quality of my life, I had to increase my level of self-worth. But the only way to increase my level of self-worth was to remove the things that made me feel unworthy. And that can be painful. That can be uncomfortable. When I got to go into my closets and sit with my demons, the boogeyman who's attached to my trauma, it hurts. It's painful. But as you start to clear that away, your self-worth will slowly increase. And now because my self-worth is increasing, I won't settle for the BS anymore. Not in conversation, not in thought either. I won't entertain these negative thoughts. I won't act on these negative thoughts. So this is really the one-stop shop. We all have issues. We all have the same problems, but they're masked on the surface, but they all...
When someone doesn't value you, don't argue, don't explain, respond with action, and let your silence speak. 1. Walk away with dignity. If you have to beg for respect, it's not real. 2. Protect your time. The most valuable things in life are never given to those who waste them. 3. Don't correct their view of you. Let them think what they want. You don't need their version of you, just the truth. 4. Elevate in silence. Let your growth become the answer they'll never unhear. 5. Reclaim your focus. Every second spent proving your worth is a second lost building it. 6. Be where you're celebrated, never tolerated. Loyalty to the wrong place is betrayal to yourself. 7. Don't close the door with noise, just leave. Quiet exits echo louder than loud goodbyes. If they don't value you, don't fight to be seen. Become so complete, you no longer need to be understood.
Best definition of love I've ever heard. Love is wanting more for someone than they want for themselves. And that alone, if you walk around and find people who want more for you than you want from yourself, who can see you on a bigger stage than you see for yourself, that's your circle. Surround yourself with those people.
Oh, babes, your type is your trauma pattern, and here are 3 ways to identify that. So the first one, you're attracted to people who feel familiar, not necessarily the people that feel good. I understand that when you're with somebody, it could feel really high and, oh my God, it's so exciting. But instead of focusing so much on, are they choosing me? Maybe we can ask, how do I feel when I'm with them? The second thing, you confuse chemistry with compatibility. Ugh, if it feels electric instantly, I want you to ask yourself, what wounds are being activated? And the third, you can list everything with them that's wrong, but yet you stay anyways, because when it's good, it's good. That's not love. That's your nervous system recreating childhood chaos to finally get it right.
What the saddest thing is, that the people that are most broken and that are hurting and are the saddest are the ones that would do absolutely anything for anyone else. Because they know the pain, they know what it feels like, and they don't want anyone else to have to go through that. But in doing so, they break even more, because nobody ever does that for them. It's crazy what a person with a kind heart, what a kind soul will do something for anybody, but all they want is the same thing in return, and they can't even receive it. And it hurts because I used to be that person that would give everything. I would give my life, I would give my soul, I would give my heart. But in reality, all I would get back was a broken heart, tears, pain, mental health issues. Because I just wanted somebody to treat me the same way. It's a sad world we live in.
If setting healthy boundaries feels hard, try asking yourself these 2 questions. Am I making myself responsible for their reaction? This is one of the most common reasons boundaries feel brutal. You imagine them shutting down or spiraling or punishing you for naming a limit. And instead of setting the boundary, you soften it, you cushion it, you turn it into a suggestion. But your job isn't to manage their feelings. Your job is to stay rooted in your values, even if they wobble. This is what it takes to build capacity in yourself. And listen, this is going to be hard if you've never practiced it. We're not actually scared about setting the boundary. We're scared of the repercussions after, because we have to deal with the internal battle that comes up when someone disagrees with the thing that we tell them. But it gets easier with practice, which is the exact thing we need, not more turning away from the hard thing. When you water down your needs to protect someone else from discomfort or protect yourself from the discomfort that you'll feel if they disagree, you don't just lose clarity, you lose trust with yourself, and then you build resentment towards them. The second question to ask yourself is, am I avoiding the grief that comes with the boundary? Sometimes setting a boundary means accepting what someone cannot give you. It means naming the reality instead of fighting it. It means letting go of the fantasy that if you just say it the right way or show them enough of your pain that they'll change. One of my favorite lines from my mentor, couples therapist Terry Real, is this: is what I'm getting in this relationship worth grieving what I'm not? If yes, then grieve. If no, then you reckon with what happens next. So which one of these questions hit for you? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to talk about it.
Let me tell you the real reason you keep entertaining clowns. You really forget you're the damn prize. You really do. You forget your worth. Stop begging people to see your worth when you haven't even owned it yet. You keep handing your heart to people who don't even know how to hold their own. You're giving energy to someone who can't even commit to a phone call. You're building empires with people who still live in emotional tents. You don't need to be more understanding. You need to raise your fucking standards. Raise your ceiling. When you realize you're the prize, you don't chase, you observe. You don't beg, you bounce. You don't argue over the bare minimum. You don't explain why you deserve loyalty, consistency, respect. You walk. And when you know who you are, you stop shrinking to fit into places you've already outgrown. Act like the prize and watch how fast the game stops.
You can never help a person who is committed to the story that suits their dysfunction. The truth is, a person with a victim mindset will never achieve a victory, simply because you will always sabotage what you don't believe you deserve. You cannot help a person who is infatuated with hurting themselves, because choosing not to be better is intentionally choosing to be bitter. So you have to distance yourself so that you don't lose yourself in the mess of helping them.
When they come back, and trust me, they will come back, you need to remember this: their return isn't about you. It's about them. It's about their failure to find what they thought they could have without you. It's about their inability to face the fact that they ruined the best thing that ever happened to them. They're not coming back because they suddenly realize how amazing you are. No, they're coming back because they're scared. Scared of living in a world without you. Scared of what it means to be alone, to be empty, to be lost. But don't let their fear become your problem. You see, the funny thing about people like them is that they only appreciate what they've lost when it's gone. They only see your value after they've trampled all over it. After they've exhausted every other option. After they've been disappointed, rejected, or betrayed by the very people they thought would make them happier than you ever could. And now they're crawling back to you, hoping you'll take them in. Hoping you'll be the balm to soothe their wounded pride.
The best decision I've ever made was I learned to be quiet. I'm not convincing anybody that I'm a good person. I'm not fighting for anybody to see my worth, and I'm not fixing what I didn't break. You moved how you moved, and I moved out of your way. I just hope you don't regret it.
We gotta normalize saying no without no explanation. You know why you saying no. You don't gotta explain yourself to nobody at this grown age. No means no. You got your reasons on why you said no. So make sure you say no and don't explain yourself.
What does emotional abuse actually sound like?
It's not always yelling. Sometimes it's subtle. But yeah, I don't really have much more to say.
You okay? I don't mind giving the example.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I can't even have a bad day without you making it about yourself.
I just asked if you were okay, bro. I wasn't making it about
and
myself.
You do that every single time. Every single time I open up, suddenly you're the one who's tired. You're the one who's stressed. Can I breathe without you feeling like your feelings need to come first?
That's not what I meant, bro. I'm literally just trying to be here. That's why I said I could do it.
No, you're trying to control the narrative right now. I already know what you're trying to do, bro. Dude, I'm not stupid. You want to be the hero. That's why. Say it. You want me to fall apart so you can play therapist and feel better about yourself.
How does me caring about a friend makes me want to be a hero? What are you even talking about?
You know what, bro? This is why I don't talk to anybody. Because every time I get vulnerable, someone twists it. You don't care, bro. You just want me to break so you can feel like you're needed.
Are you giving the example right now?
You think this is a fucking example?
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, what's happening.
Look at me. Do I look like I'm acting?
This is real. You're actually upset.
No, this is what emotional abuse sounds like, and this is what it feels like. It's when love becomes a guilt trip. Your care becomes their ammunition to abuse you even more.
If somebody that you love puts you in a position to risk your freedom, your life, or anything that you love, they don't love you.
Coercive control is when somebody starts slowly taking over your choices until you start thinking that their comfort matters more than your freedom. Most people think that abuse means yelling or hitting or name calling, but coercive control, it is a very sneaky, quiet form of abuse. It's what happens when somebody very slowly and sneakily rewires your life so that you confuse fear with love. So here are 3 things you might not realize are coercive control. Number 1, isolation, but it's kind of disguised as them caring about you. And it starts with, I just don't like how your friends treat you, or I feel like your parents don't have your best interest in mind. Then it turns into, I don't want you going out without me, or I don't want you seeing your friends unless I'm there. Eventually, it starts getting easier to just stay home rather than cause a fight. And that is possession in a nutshell. Number 2, you might be walking on eggshells over their moods. You start monitoring your tone, what you wear, what you say to them, trying to prevent the next explosion. And you're calling it keeping the peace, but it's not peaceful at all. Number 3, they guilt you whenever you say no or whenever you have some sort of boundary. They might say, after everything I've done for you, or go cold or silent treatment until you give in to what they want. And that is not compromise. They are conditioning you to stay small. They're teaching you that your boundaries are optional if it keeps them comfortable and in control. So if you're constantly shrinking yourself to keep somebody else calm, to keep the peace, that is not love, it's control. And the most dangerous kind of abuse is the kind that convinces you that it isn't happening.
This is just a reminder that boundaries are for yourself, not other people. The moment you go around trying to change or restrict another person's behavior is the moment that you've gone too far. You have officially stepped out of bounds. Flag on the play. Boundaries are standards that you set for yourself. This is what you will and will not tolerate, what you are and are not comfortable with. And if a person isn't willing to abide by those, that is not your sign to try to step in and change what they have going on. That is your sign to walk away from what they have going on. Controlling another person's behavior is a game that you will never win, because people are free to behave however the hell they want to. But what you tolerate is up to you. You can't change the people around you, but you can always change who gets to be around you. So take your power back. Boundaries are for yourself. The more love that you pour back into you is the less disrespect and mistreatment that you will put up with. Now, I love you. I'm out here.
Turn the tables around and see how you would feel if you did whatever you did to me to yourself. And don't give me this cliche BS about, well, I would, because it's easy to make excuses for yourself. You have to really see and understand somebody's point of view. Slow down. Stop trying to be quick to think of an answer that suits you best and suits your life and your situation best. And look at my point of view. And vice versa. I should do that to somebody else. Let me not try to be right. Let me really try to analyze and try to feel what that other person is feeling. And you got to be honest with yourself. And that's the problem with people. They're so quick to defend themselves. They're not really seeing the other person. They're not really hearing the other person. They're not really feeling the other person. You have to really understand that this is another human being in front of you. And we're not talking about somebody being blatantly disrespectful or hurtful or dishonest or abusive. We're talking about always look at their point of view, be objective, and then when you do that and you say to yourself, nope, it's not right, because I wouldn't have did that. Now things become valid from your perspective, but always put yourself in somebody else's shoes. I've been in so many different shoes that I can understand people. But even though I understand, that doesn't give you a pass to disrespect me, hurt me, lie to me. Never get a pass for that. love.
Loyal people often lose self-respect chasing someone who doesn't value them, even after being ignored, overlooked, or taken for granted. They continue trying to win the approval of the person they care about. They realize the other person doesn't see their worth, yet they refuse to give up. They keep chasing and hoping that their love will eventually be seen, despite repeatedly ending up disappointed. They sacrifice their pride, hide their pain, and tell themselves love requires patience. They believe if they try harder or change more, they might finally be chosen. Friends might call them foolish, but they don't understand how deeply loyal people love. Loyal people don't hold back or walk away easily. Even when love causes them to lose themselves, they persist, because to them, that person feels worth it, even if their efforts are never recognized.
To a point where you get so tired of showing up for everyone else and no one showing up for you, that you realize that at the end of the day, the only person that can show up for you is you. Like, you are the only person that has the authority and the power and the will to change something positive in your life. And if you continue to expect people to show up the same way that you show up, you'll be heartbroken. Because people don't think how you think. They don't love how you love. They don't do the things that you do. And it's okay to love and to pour into people, but make sure that where you're pouring into are places that are reciprocal to you, that you are not just pouring and pouring and pouring and being used to the point where you have nothing left in you. Of course you're tired. Of course you're burnt out. Of course you hate what's going around because you are not being poured back into. And it's better to be in a place where you are isolated and pouring into you than it is to be in a place where you're being stripped of your love and goodness. I need you to understand, it's great that you want to give and it's great that you want to love, but if you're not being poured back into, then you are being robbed. You're being robbed of your peace, your patience, and your time for a place that is never going to pour that back into you.
But you're going to have to understand that the same people you show up for are not going to show up for you in return. So stop overextending yourself just to prove that you're worth having around. Truth is, real love and real loyalty, they don't require convincing. Start protecting your heart, not their habits.
Realize the moment you start healing, putting that energy into yourself, people start acting like you're the villain. Because I'll tell you what, your peace, it threatens their control. Your boundaries exposes their entitlement. And your growth, I'll tell you, that's the worst fucking nightmare, because now you see them clearly for who they are. No more shrinking to fit their comfort zone. No more explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. No more loyalty to this dysfunction, dressed up as family or even love. You spent enough time pouring into the ungrateful. Now it's time to pour into your purpose, yourself, your mind, your body, your soul, rebuilt, right? They had access to the old you, but this version of you walks in truth, not fear, in power, not people pleasing. Let them talk. Let them spin their stories. You don't owe the past a damn explanation at all. You are the comeback they never saw coming.